Hey guys, this is Kevin Goodwin. I've got Kirsten Kane on a call with me, and we're going to discuss some of the differences in Colorado. Colorado's a little bit of a different animal, and so as a result, I wanted to have an experienced agent, a producer that can kind of give you guys a heads up what you can expect in Colorado and how to handle the issues that you may run into there. Kirsten, I've worked with Kirsten for, 15 years now, Kirsten? And she's a top producer, at least, right? She's a top producer. She qualified Diamond Club for National Life Group last year, which requires a minimum of $350,000 in annual target premium. And so she is a producer, and she's been running the PERA leads for a while, so she's going to kind of just give us an idea of what to expect up in Colorado. And then on the PERA leads, I see about 30 to 40% of them are people that are getting ready to retire and have no money, and that's why they wanted you to come, is because they wanted to see what they had. Is that kind of the right percentage that you're seeing up there?
I'm going to say we probably have about 20% of those. I'm going to say it's not quite as high as that, but we probably have about 20% just kind of wanting to know what they're going to get out.
And then I would say another 30 to 40% of my leads are people that are close to retirement, but they have money. So there's some money there that they do have saved either in 403Bs, 401Ks, or 457s. Is that kind of what you're seeing as well?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Okay. And then the remainder are people that basically, some of them are non-qualified. They, don't have any money to work with. But then there's the younger teachers that are wanting to put a couple $100s a month away is what we're statistically seeing. So, the main thing that we're looking for Kirsten to talk about is Colorado uses what's known as a 457, and it's kind of there's all different types of 457s, and the rules vary based upon what type it is and the plan and all that kind of stuff. So Kirsten's going to kind of give us an idea of how the Colorado pension works in a short nutshell. Everybody should go online, download the booklet. Every state has a pension booklet. Familiarize yourself with the material so that when you're getting asked questions, But Kirsten, what have you run in there with the 457? Do they offer a 403B? What are the options there for teachers?
So for all the teachers here in Colorado, they have to do a 403B. It's mandated by the state of Colorado. So they don't have an option. That is their Social Security. So you can't move the 403B that they currently have.
So they don't have a pension. Instead, they have a mandatory 403B that the state will match on. And they do or do not participate in Social Security.
They do not. They cannot do both.
Okay, so basically, guys, Right. This means that Colorado is going to be subject to the WEP. So go on the training and see what the WEP is and be familiar with that, because that's a great pain piece when you're meeting with clients to be able to talk about that and know what you're talking about, because most of those guys don't understand what the WEP is. And some of them are unaware that they're subject to it. Some of them are, but they don't really know what it is or why it is. So be prepared for that as well, guys. Okay, go ahead, Kirsten.
Yeah, so the 403B, they're all going to have that mandated. They all have to put in 8%. Next year it's going to be 8.75. They're increasing it here. But all of those people, like I said, you can't ever move their 403Bs. You'll never be able to do that just because it is their Social Security. So some will also have more than a 457. They will have a 401K, maybe through the school district. And again, those, it's all based on age, if you can move those or not, based on how old they are, if they're doing the salary reduction. But that one, you have the normal age 59 and a half for that, if they're doing that. But I'm finding most of them, a lot of these people have maybe a side IRA, side pieces anyway, but you will find some that do a 401K within the system. And the majority of them here, a lot of them use security benefits, AXA, those are some of the key players that they use ballots out here. Those are some of the key players that they use out here.
So those are all portable, though, if it's the supplementary plan, right?
Correct.
Okay.
If it's a
So the
401k within the district, they cannot move, period, unless it's an HP. So that is actually in their paperwork that you can read on each district. So if it's a 401k with the school district, is what I'm finding the majority of those, they cannot move at all unless it's based on their age, if they're getting a salary reduction in the program, even if they're not getting a match.
So the 401k, if it's sponsored by the district, then it's like any employer plan, and at that point in time, it's only portable at age 59 and a half or upon retirement. Okay.
Yep.
Severance of service and 59 and a half ability triggers for that. So the 403B is the pension, but the supplementary plans, unless it's sponsored specifically by the district, it's only portable on those two issues. But if they're doing another supplementary plan, like the security benefit or a Horace Mann or whatever it is that they're contributing to on the side, that's obviously going to be portable because it's not a sponsored plan.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that kind of helps us out. Is there anything else in particular that we need to know about Colorado?
Biggest thing is just make sure you never say you're with PERA, because they've already cracked down on many of the school districts, really being sticklers on people already saying that they're with PERA. So I'm pretty particular when I go in and I sit down with them to say I'm doing the PERA review, and just say, hey, I don't work directly for PERA, and kind of go into that. And I've never had anybody have an issue with that.
And hey guys, there's a confusion there in Colorado, and this is again one of the other it's a different animal thing. The Colorado pension program is called PERA, Colorado PERA.
Yep.
And so the PERA marketing system actually markets under a different name in the state of Colorado just to alleviate that confusion. And actually the Attorney General shut down PERA for a little while because they had a glitch in their system, and for some reason the system was sending out using a PERA email, and it was just a glitch in their software in their thing. And so they got it fixed, and they went back and they said, hey, look, this was just an accident. And then Colorado said, okay, that's fine. So they are allowed to send emails out again, but so be very careful. Just err on the side of caution there. I always just say, hey, I'm not a state employee. I am a subcontractor. The state doesn't send people out to meet one-on-one typically, and that's why this service is offered. So I'm a subcontractor that does specifically this, and I work within this district and that type of thing. And you're right, I never have a problem once I say I'm a subcontractor. And sometimes they'll even ask, well, do you have access to my statements and stuff like that? And I'll say, no, because I'm a subcontractor, I don't have access to any of that information. And they're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't faze them at all. So, all right, Kirsten. Well, is there anything else before I let you go?
I think those are the key things. Yep.
Okay. All right. Thanks for helping us out, Kirsten.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.